Well, but now we get to the real main event. Because let's face it, everybody's been waiting to find out what's going to happen with the Lollipop Guild and Sting. And here they come. And Maddie and Nikki, they come out to the ring they got their baseball bats. They're wearing their pink suit and their black suit. And you heard about that. The Maddie's wife who used to head up merchandise. Now she's in charge of wardrobe. Did you hear about this?
I know nothing about this, no.
Well, yeah, they told her, said, please, honey, go out to Cox's department store and get us a couple of seersucker suits. But she got mixed up and went to Sears instead.
No, let's stop right there. I know this joke. I didn't know you were going to go there, but...
And that's why they looked like that. But they came out to ringside, and they don't even get in the ring. They're making fun of there's a section of fans at ringside wearing the Sting mask, the black and white Sting mask. And obviously they've handed these out beforehand because they're all in the same fucking place, right?
Out of nowhere.
Cinderella story. And they're making fun of him, and they flip one guy's fucking mask off, and it's Darby. And he jumps on him and starts wailing on him, but they stop him and start beating Darby up. And at this point, Brian, did you know this was the telling moment in the show? You talk about it quiet at various points. They're kicking the shit out of Darby Allin. He's one of the better thought of talents on the roster, right? The people didn't care. There was some light booing. You see everybody across from the camera standing there looking at it. Some people are looking back at the entrance like, is somebody going to run down and help anybody? Nobody gave a shit. They don't care what these two are doing. And they give Darby their shitty little double knee lift that doesn't look like it does anything to you, and you can't take a bump from it. But Nick did. He tripped and fell down and took a bump from giving his own finish. And the people were just staring. And then Matt comes over and gives him a fake bat shot to the stomach that there was no need for. It's just like, here, let me do something else that looks like complete shit so you can see through it. Boom. And then Ric Flair's music plays. And here comes Rick down to the ring. And he's smiling and he's doing his little shuffle. And the announcer, and we saw Ric Flair talking to the Buckaroos last week. Oh my God, is he going to, he's obviously going to stab Sting in the back. So they're already telling us it's going to be a swerve again. This is like shit stain booking. Flair gets in the ring, takes his jacket off, takes the baseball bat. The Buckaroos are holding Darby. And think about this, Brian. Even if Flair is going to do what he's about to do and turn on the Buckaroos to take up for Darby, they've handed him a baseball bat. He drops the baseball bat, reaches over, and misses Nick with an eye poke. He went past him. Nick had to sell a fucking phantom eye poke. Then he draws back and punches Maddie in the face, but Maddie has to walk into the punch. And then I think he chopped him a time or whatever, but poor Rick cannot fucking barely move or draw back or swing without losing his balance and falling over. So they're walking into him for this shit. But when he missed the eye poke, oh my God. And then they stop Flair with a fake nut shot. And they stomp Flair. They do what they can to Flair. They don't do any major they're not trying to pick him up and giving him a fucking Meltzer. Neither one of them's strong enough to pick him up off the ground anyway. But they kick the shit out of Flair, and then Sting music starts playing. So they grab the bats and go to the stage where they can wait on him. And they're waiting in the entranceway. There's the stage. They're waiting for Sting. And then the handheld camera goes around in front of the Buckaroos, shooting right between them, but right in front of them. So they see this fucking guy stand there with a camera, which may be a clue that now they're dropping Sting from the ceiling. They lowered Sting, a 65-year-old man, from the ceiling of this building. Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't they stop doing that along about May of 1999, just in every promotion, just out of some level of respect?
WCW, which had started doing it with Sting, stopped doing it, and AEW, it is important to note, has a relationship with Dr. Martha Hart. So I was surprised.
Oh, my God.
I was surprised that they would do this with Sting. It's just not worth the risk beyond the way it appears.
Well, but if your formative years were spent pleasuring and fondling yourself over WCW Nitro and Thunder, you would do this. And they did it. And Sting comes down from the raft after letting them kill Flair. If he's up there and he had the wherewithal and the mobility to come down there, why did he wait till he killed Flair?
It's these small logic holes that you could place in newspapers all around the country.
Pardon me, let me go over to my one bedroom in my apartment and place a new ad. So after Flair has been left to twist in the fucking wind and be brutalized, then Sting comes down, Darby unhooks him, and then my DVR froze, but I understand they ran the heels off.
That's right.
How is that?
Huntsville has never seen a celebration like this.
Boy, howdy.
Ever.
They thought they had it bad when Nick was pushing George down there in Huntsville, over at the old Huntsville Coliseum. There we go. So that was the go-home flagship program of AEW before their big pay-per-view, which brought everything into crystal clear focus.